What's up, y'all? It's me, it's your boy Asmongold. Now, the other day I was on Facebook, and I'm part of a number of different World of Warcraft Facebook groups, and I originally joined them whenever I made my YouTube channel to kind of promote my videos to get them off the ground and all that. And it actually worked pretty well. It was a pretty useful idea. It was a good idea, I think. And anyway, I've just kind of stayed a part of these groups, and occasionally I post videos that I make if I think that they're really funny or whatever. And other people kind of do the same thing, and they post their streams and their transmogs and everything else. But we're going to be mainly talking about streams today. Now, if you guys have ever been to Twitch.tv, you've looked at the popular channels, and you see about half a dozen girls showing off their sexuality. Okay, now I'm not a Puritan, but I'm sorry, but whenever you ask for a $10 donation for people to get your Snapchat, you a hoe. Okay. And that is exactly what I saw on Facebook the other day. There's this girl. Okay, I'm not going to name names. I have more respect for you guys, and I'm not going to just get down on one person. No. I mean, I consider myself a little bit above that, even though I do like to take the low road plenty of times. But that's an aside. I saw this girl, and she posted her stream, and I'm not really going to comment on her appearance or anything like that. That's really irrelevant. It really does not matter. And I don't want that to take away from the actual legitimacy of this problem. Okay, so I'm not going to say anything really bad about her. I'm going to say that this really undermines gaming being taken seriously. And she's basically, as I said, asking for a $10 donation for people to donate money to her and she's asking this on her Twitch page. And she's asking for people to do this, as I said, on her Twitch page. And this is not only, I think, wrong, not really morally, but ethically within the confines of the game streaming community. There are a lot of websites that allow you to show off your sexuality. There is livejasmine.com, there's cam4.com, there's myfreecams.com, and those are just the first three I can come up with. There are plenty of websites that allow you to show off your sexuality. Okay, and I invite any of those people who are on Twitch TV, showing off their sexuality, to go over to those other websites, because when they're on Twitch TV, they make people not take gaming seriously, and also they undermine what Twitch is trying to do, and I'm going to explain why. Now, this is not only against Twitch's terms of service. I think it's like Section 13, part like B or D or something like that, because I found it because I reported this girl to Twitch, and I encourage you guys. I'm not going to name off any names, as I said before, but if you see somebody that's doing something similar to this, you should report them to Twitch.tv. It is very important, because Twitch.tv, see, you sign a contract with Twitch.tv whenever you make your account and start streaming, that you will not show any suggestive content or anything similar to that. And obviously, a lot of these female streamers, one of their main claims to fame is their suggestive content. And as I said before, there are a lot of other websites that are more than happy to take them, but Twitch TV is, they stated that they are not one of them, okay? And that's what really bothers me here, is that Twitch TV is not really doing anything about this, and I think it's not going to be good for gaming in general, and it's going to make people not take gaming in general very seriously. Now, the reason Twitch TV is around, the reason streaming is even a thing, is because people are taking gaming seriously. And this has been a very new thing. It's been probably in the past like 4 or 5 years at the most. Now, Twitch TV makes the contract with you, and also, in turn, Twitch TV makes a contract with his advertisers. Now, whenever I signed my contract for a YouTube partnership, I agreed to not post certain types of content. And the reason for that is not really because YouTube might have some sort of a moral. They might morally disagree with me. I mean, they're not like Hobby Lobby or Chick-fil-A or something like that. And really, it doesn't matter what their own opinions are. They sign another contract. YouTube signed a contract with the advertisers, and it's the same with Twitch TV. Twitch TV signs a contract with Coca-Cola. They sign a contract with Ford. They sign a contract with all of these other websites, or sorry, not websites, companies. And in return, the companies pay Twitch TV to advertise their products on the different streams. And where this comes into play is that if you ever go to like a porn website, you're not really going to see a lot of ads for Coca-Cola. you're mostly going to see ads for dildos and a lot of other things that are porn related. You're not really going to see anything about Ford or any real Fortune 500 company there. That's because those companies do not want to really be associated with pornography or anything that would give their company a bad name. And I think that these people on Twitch are obviously giving these companies a bad name because, as I said before, Coca-Cola and all these other people, they do not want to advertise through basically softcore pornography. And that's the problem here, is that the more that this becomes a thing and the more that Twitch doesn't take care of it, there will be some sort of point where advertisers will be less likely to want to advertise for gaming or things like that because they think that it will look bad on them because it gives their brand a bad image because they're being associated with something that they don't want to be associated with. And that's really what it comes down to. Now, I do not personally agree with this, but this is a real issue. This isn't just my personal opinion. This is a real issue. And so that's why I'm making this video. I'm not making this video because I'm pissed. I'm making this video because I'm worried. And I really think that you guys should take a look and go on Twitch TV and see these people and say, you know, if you were a Fortune 500 company, would you want this person representing your product? And I'd say 9 times out of 10, you would say no. Especially, well, that is I honestly cannot even think of any names of them. And I really don't want this to come off as this is negative about females. Because there are a lot of really good girl streamers. I saw this girl, there's one girl on Twitch. I just said I'm not going to name any names. She plays a druid, she does a lot of old solo raids. Very good player, very nice. I've never actually spoken with her, but I've seen her streams. There's another one who's like this gothic emo girl, and she dresses up like Harley Quinn and shit, and that's fucking awesome, and it's hot too. But it's not sexual in the same way that having 4 or 5 inches of cleavage is. Like, that is not. It's a completely different thing, and I completely do not like that. And the fact that there's a lot of streamers, you know, I know maybe some of you guys are trying to get your stream off the ground, and you know, you get like five viewers or something like that. And these other people, they get way more viewers because they're catering to an audience of mostly people who want to see sexuality. And what I'm saying is that regardless of what people want or not, there are a lot of other websites to do that. And whenever people are doing that on Twitch and Twitch doesn't do anything about it, there are going to be advertisers that are going to be less likely to, I don't know, like reinstate or renew their contracts with Twitch. Like, I'm sure that this is an issue. There are a lot of advertisers. I remember there's a radio guy, Rush Limbaugh, I think, and he said something bad about like black people, and a lot of advertisers dropped them because it looked bad on them. So this is an actual thing that happens. This isn't just like, oh, my opinion on something and I'm making this up. This is something that really happens. And I encourage you guys, if you want gaming to be taken seriously, you know, if you want, you know, whenever in 20 years from now, you know, for people to look back and, I don't know, like say that Twitch was like one of the first websites to do this, and, you know, it's a really cool thing. I mean, in a lot of ways, I don't really like to make things a big deal, but in a lot of ways, you know, it's kind of making history here because gaming has never really been taken seriously, or at least video gaming, until now. And these people who are doing this are really undermining it. And I really hope that you guys agree with me, and I hope that, you know, I actually do spend the time and I report those people. And another thing that I report for, this is an aside, is I report for people selling carries or selling like boosts in Warcraft, like piloting or anything like that. I also report for that because it violates the game, and also if Twitch is basically making themselves out to be an outlet for people to break the terms of service, Blizzard is less likely to really want people to be streaming on Twitch their games, and so it hurts everybody. It hurts everybody when they do that, except for a few people who either are getting something for money, which they shouldn't be getting for money because it breaks the WoW terms of service, and of course the people who are getting money for playing a video game by breaking the terms of service. Both parties are wrong, but either way, it's a very toxic, it's a very bad problem, and I think a lot of people are coming at it from the wrong direction. And they're just saying, oh, Twitch sluts, you know, whatever else. it's not about what's going on. This is going to make advertisers not want to advertise on this site, and it will make gaming not be taken very seriously. So, as I said before, hope you agree with me. Take the time out to report the people who are breaking the terms of service. And so, anyway, that's all I've got. So, thanks for watching, and like, comment, subscribe.